Have you ever had your opponent show and tell? This has happened to me. I'm the Reanimator player. My opponent casts show and tell. I put in Tidespout Tyrant. They put in Emrakul. And I just like cast a Dark Ritual, bounce Emrakul. It's just so embarrassing. I just feel sorry for them. Or you reanimate Sire of Insanity. Remember Sire of Insanity, everybody? Does anyone remember that card? Or are you all a bunch of Zoomers?
Friend. So you're responding to the first kid. That guy.
I'm old school. All right, so a bit of a laugh here for Villas being dumped into the graveyard with Entomb on turn 1, and here's Reanimate. And Greg's going to refill their hand if this works. Endurance, pitching Noble Hierarch, though. So Joe is safe for now.
Go ahead.
If you're watching this live or watching this later, where are the deck lists? Greg has posted some of their current Reanimator lists in our Discord server. Logistically, it's just not possible to collect deck lists from every single player at these weekly events where everyone is just a walk-in player. Some people 1 minute before the event starts. But any deck list I am able to gather at local events, especially our competitive monthly events, are posted in the Discord server. So that's where to go for that. All right, there's a Dark Depths and a Thespian Stage on the table for Joe, who also Prismatic Ending to Lotus Petal. Merit Lage on standby. All right, Greg clarifying the list I posted in Discord is the exact same I'm running here, so that's where to go, folks. Unmask, pitching Reanimate, and targeting himself, discarding Archon of Cruelty, and an Animate Dead will reanimate it. Here's Archon of Cruelty. Discarding a Noble Hierarch is Joe, who is not making a land drop. So Merit Lage is not getting created this turn, most likely.
Crack down to 21.
I mean, I think it's unlikely we'll see an Elver Spirit Guide get pitched here. Greg cracking a Bloodstained Mire.
Oh, I couldn't even.
Oh, you don't like the. Oh, you don't have crop rotated. Like, okay. Swing trigger? Yep. Right, so I'm at 24, you're at 14. Draw a card. Yep, so take 6, go to 8. Go.
All right, not much time left here for Joe. Merit Lage wouldn't even be a great blocker by itself. So we're going to game 2. Greg up a game here against Minsc Depths. All right, one card going on the bottom for Joe. All right, Windswept Heath comes down. Was that somebody cackling in the background? That was weird. Windswept Heath getting sacked.
I'm going to Green Suns for 0.
Green Sun for 0, says Joe. gonna see a Phyrexian Walker come down. Oh wait, that's not green. What's another green 0 drop? I don't know. I don't know if there is one. Is there another green 0 drop in existence? Somebody go check. Come on, people, help out, do some work.
Sorry?
You showed the green sun?
I did. But
Oh, yeah.
All right, Greg clarifying what happened to the Green Sun Zenith, and it's shuffled back into the deck. Are these videos from tournaments earlier this week? Yes, this is from this past Monday. And the plan was to stream it yesterday, but I effed that up, so here we are. I almost got fired as the host of 90s MTG yesterday, actually. Big scandal.
Sure.
Sylvan Library comes down here for Joe. It's a good one. KD, thanks for the follow. Welcome. Bagel talk is at a minimum? Yeah. Yeah, we haven't seen any bagel emotes or any emotes at all flying across the screen. So the people watching this later on YouTube are enjoying this so far, I would assume. They really don't like the emotes jumping around. Bothers them. Entomb puts an Archon of Cruelty into the graveyard. Zack and Flames. You know what, Zack and Flames? I like that Alpha Beta Unlimited little magic card. I think that's one of my favorite emotes on this channel. All right, Greg finds a Bayou here. I'm assuming Joe has some kind of a graveyard interaction card in hand, right? Not going to keep a hand here with just Green Sun for 1 and Sylvan Library. All right, here's Witherbloom Apprentice.
You switch into small?
Minifer is here. The Queen just passed away.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Breaking news. Thank you for the update. Well, I'm sure that I'll be in the news for the next 48 hours, thoroughly. With the Bloom Apprentice.
Insane.
Getting red. Sarcasm? What was I being sarcastic about? She held on to that Monarch token for an impressively long time. Yeah, that's true. All right, Joe having a think here, it seems. The Sylvan Library happening on the draw step. All right, looks like an extra card was drawn. That's pay 4. So loading up on some tools to combat Greg's game plan, I assume. Here's a forest. Tapping 2.
I was feeling really good that whole game.
Green Sun for 1. Elvish Reclaimer comes down. Wasteland on Bayou and pass.
Time to reanimate Archon. Trigger.
Reanimate on Archon. Trigger the Magecraft on Witherbloom. Crop rotation, sacking Dryad Arbor in response. I think we're going to see a Bojuka Bog here. There it is. Oh, right. Yeah, it goes into exile. I don't know why I thought that was wrong for a second.
Three good ones off the top, please.
Sylvan Library happening here. Thinking about it. Whoa, that's a lot of laughing in the background. As all of you know, I think these events should be taken seriously. And laughing makes it feel like you're not taking it seriously. This is a legacy tournament, folks. When I'm playing Legacy, I want it to be like a library. Shh. Quiet. Right, everybody? Does anybody care? All right, taking a minute for this Sylvan Library again, but paying 4 life to draw 2. 2 total.
Person?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 cards in hand for Greg.
And there are some decks it's just like you rather just like we don't play any main deck red cards, so what's the point of having this introduction? So then you might as well have a lot of things. It would just be a fun stock. But like at least it has some ability. It's like counter that or
All right, taking a moment. All right, another Sylvan Library. Caracas pass. Caracas pretty good against the legendaries that could get reanimated. Entered any explosives on 1 for Greg. That'll be able to hit the Elvish Reclaimer. Unmasked pitching Villas and a Magecraft trigger. Greenstone Zenith, the last non-land card in hand for Joe, gets discarded. Wooded Foothills left over, and an activation of Elvish Reclaimer on end step, sacking Bojuka Bog. Let's see what Joe opts to find.
I forgot. You got it.
yeah, I still do dickhead.
It'll be a thespian stage. Don't know if it was an option, but a Ghost Quarter would have been pretty good here, maybe. I guess Greg likely has other basic swamps. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't think Minsc Depths would have Ghost Quarter anyway, I'm just saying.
That's true. I encourage you to pay for 2 of them.
What could possibly go wrong?
All right, Sylvan Library stuff happening. Last card in hand was a Wooded Foothills. 9 life. Looks like 2 cards are going to get drawn. That's a pay 4 life. So 3 cards in hand now for Joe, who plays a Yavimaya. So threatening a Marit potentially here with the Reclaimer available. Unless Greg... Yeah, great. I mean... Even if Greg activates Engineered Explosives, they can create a... Do they have enough mana? Wait. Yeah, there's enough mana to create a Marit Lage. Alright, here's Cabal Therapy triggering Magecraft.
Well, you
Down to 4 now. Is Joe here in game 2? Cabal Therapy being thought about, it seems. Crop rotation revealed, along with the Wooded Foothills. Source of Plowshares was named by Greg. And here's an end-step crop rotation, which leaves open even more mana than Reclaimer would have. Here's Dark Depths. I'm assuming we're going to see a Marit Lage get created here. I don't see why we wouldn't. Here it goes. There's the Marit Lage. Greg does have 21 life, though, keep in mind.
you hoping I say pay 4?
Sure, yeah.
We'll draw this one. You're at 21?
All right, with Bloom Apprentice, Chump blocks the Elvish Reclaimer, which is too big. And Greg is down to 1. Lotus Petal for Greg. Cracks it. Faithless Looting. And that's a scoop for Greg. We're going to game 3. I don't know. Yeah, Wasteland did good work there. You're right. Looks like Greg has mulligan to 5, indicated by the die.
Yeah, 2 of the main deck. I was like, alright, I got this game. I felt really good about all these games. It was great.
Shit, not really.
It says 5.
Hype Train Conductor Cheddar says it's the Japanese Strixhaven art. Yeah, that sounds right. All right, 2 cards go on the bottom for Greg, and we're ready for game 3. Marsh Flats pass. The Strixhaven Mystical Archives are some of the coolest looking Magic cards that have come out in the last couple of years. That whole subset or whatever was it was great. Flagstones of Trocaire for Joe, and double Marsh Flats are the lands in play for Greg currently.
Go.
In-step fetch looks like happening here.
It's a vampire.
It'll be a Savannah.
Ken will be so proud of me if I freaking...
Oh, that's what I was saying.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I was just talking about general. I was like, no.
Seiju comes down.
I live in Vegas.
Oh,
Yeah.
Which one?
Green Sun for 1. Gets a reclaimer.
Used to play neutral back.
I did, yeah.
Did you? I didn't remember.
No, I don't have any of them that say
Oh, I didn't. You had a hair.
I did, yeah. I was in high school.
Me and him.
Where'd you go to school?
Alright.
I went to school before him.
Go time.
All right, a double fetch for Greg.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good.
Listen, if we're gonna learn about walking into walls, then
Excel, Simian Spirit Guide, Manamorphose, Shadow of Doubt.
where you flash in here to like shut some.
26 for one.
What would you flash in to shut some wastelands? Hey, wasteland, fetch lands.
All right, Badlands and Bayou for Greg.
Unmask you, exiling Archon of Cruelty.
Unmask pitching Archon of Cruelty. This time targeting Joe.
Yeah.
It's a different time though.
Okay.
Prismatic Ending, Source of Plowshares, Crop Rotation, Knight of the Reliquary, and Taiga. I think we're going after Crop Rotation here. Not sure how Archon ended up in the graveyard. There's Dark Ritual, Cabal Therapy.
Sword system, remember that pull the cards out of like fucking you don't want that cards and sort through.
Yep, and the rest is the prismatic ending, night, and all that. Right? Entomb, reanimate Villas.
Entomb, Reanimate Villas with the rest of the mana from Dark Ritual. So that'll draw Greg a new hand and put a monster onto the battlefield.
You have, and you might have just like put it back in the deck.
Weird. Oh, there's Villas.
Well, there's an Archon here.
Oh, okay, yeah. There you go.
All right, the Archon has been corrected. There's Villas. And its little combo with Reanimate we're about to witness here. Greg about to draw a whole new hand.
No, game 1 I got hit twice. Like, yo,
Yes, that works. The Villas is on the battlefield. That's the first step of resolving a Reanimate. Then you lose the life, and Villas will see the loss of life and trigger.
You can just show me a kill if you have it.
I actually don't.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm not just.
That's okay. That's okay. That's okay.
I'll pay 4 life, kill that, so I'll be at 5, draw 4. 4.
Villas going off here.
Still don't have a kill. But what I will do is I will
Sorry,
practice.
you said you went to 4? Or no, sorry.
we're not the only match going, right?
No, you paid for it.
Yeah, I'll Cabal Therapy you, take the knight.
Sure.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll move to end step and pitch 2 lands.
Sure.
Go.
Joe is in trouble.
No.
Just a Prismatic Ending and a Taiga and an unknown card in hand. This unknown card would need to be... Oh, well, it's Crop Rotation, sacking Flagstones of Trocaire. That's not too bad. It's something. Greg has a full grip, though. What to find with Crop Rotation, though? There's Sacred Foundry found off of the Flagstones.
Strange choice, but okay.
There's a Caracas in there, don't we?
Yeah,
It's where it's supposed to be.
Oh, yeah, Caracas. Yeah, that makes sense. Completely forgot about Caracas. All right, so bouncing Villas, which makes perfect sense. A prismatic ending will be the last card in hand for Joe. Greg with 8 cards in hand, though. So we may see another a threat. We'll see.
Prismatic ending will actually doesn't matter. I drew it.
I was gonna say I don't think it actually matters in real life.
Cast Entomb.
Yep.
Here's Entomb.
No.
Animate that.
Yeah, animate dead. That one. That one. and-
Smog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, there's the Chain of Smog combo. Greg pulls it off once again. Greg 3-0.